Well, hot is what you'd have to call the new Parker guitar. The design and features of these revolutionary instruments are taking the music industry by storm. What makes the Parker so unique? A guitar by any other name would sound as sweet, wouldn't it? Well, that's what we wanted to find out.
Electric guitars have basically not changed in their materials, character, or capabilities in the last 45 years. They really haven't been tinkered with in the meantime in any meaningful way.
It would be an understatement to say that Ken Parker and his partner, Larry Fishman, are merely tinkering with music history. They've succeeded in developing an electric guitar that presents technological advances not found in any other guitar to date. Their instrument is called the Parker Fly.
Parker brings a large mix of technologies together under one roof, and the mixture of standard guitar building techniques with modern composite material technologies, very advanced electronics and pickup systems, very unique fingerboard and fretting systems, which really are not traditional by any means. They're absolutely unique in the industry.
Hey, Cam. You wanted to go over the scraper thing?
Ken Parker is the inventor of this unique guitar. For 15 years, Ken has been perfecting this instrument that he says many musicians were aching to have.
They spoke of sore shoulders and backs, of necks that were hard to play, of hardware that corroded and fell apart, tuning pegs that didn't stay in tune, and these all on many of the premier instruments available to them.
Ken's mission was to design a guitar that was lighter and easier to play. What he came up with is the lightest solid body electric guitar ever made, weighing in at a mere 4.5 pounds. That's half the weight of a standard electric guitar.
The Parker in particular is so ergonomically sound as far as not just the weight, but the way it plays, and the fact that you have comfortable access all the way up the neck. And when you're playing, I think that the last thing you want to be thinking about is the physical shortcomings of the instrument.
Strengthening the Parker guitar's neck and body involves some space-age technology.
What we've done is to apply the carbon and glass fibers and high-temperature epoxy resin that bonds them to the wood fiber as a way of strengthening the lightweight tone woods that we use so that they can't elongate under the sustained stress load that the strings apply to a guitar neck. We believe that we're the first to combine these new materials to generate such a stable neck.
While Ken Parker is responsible for the physical look of the Fly guitar, partner Larry Fishman is responsible for the sound this guitar creates.
We're going to load this transducer system in, and you have to make sure that all the saddles are aligned because each one has a different sensing element underneath.
Fishman designed a groundbreaking electronic transducer system that allows musicians to play 2 distinct sounds. They are the aggressive sound of an electric guitar and the warm tones of an acoustic guitar.
From my perspective, the Parker Fly presented a very unique opportunity to design a set of electronics to reproduce its very rich voice. This is really the best of the world. So you have a very stable, solid body format that does not have large resonant cavities, such as an acoustic guitar, which can cause problem resonances, but you have a very rich set of overtones and vibrations in the body that you can sense with a very sensitive transducer system, and what you get is a very wonderful sound that is normally not available on solid body electric instruments.
The Parker Fly guitar is all handcrafted. It's only in the beginning stages of manufacturing that computer engineering is used.
We are reverse engineering a guitar that was made by hand by Ken Parker. And then we took a variety of tools that integrate the computer with our milling machines. We actually built a digital model of the guitar by touching the guitar with a coordinate probe many thousands and thousands of times, and developed a digital coordinate map of the instrument that was carved by hand.
The Parker Fly guitar has only been in production since 1993, but already the roster of guitarists who play the Fly include Vernon Reid, Pop Staples, Jimmy Olander, and Reeves Cabral. He's the lead guitarist for David Bowie.
We've applied everything we could think of to improve the form, improve the reliability, improve the ease of playing. When you add up all those things in one package, it's a surprising instrument.
Hasn't dreamt of being a rock star at some stage? Strumming to Eric Clapton on a tennis racket, or maybe air guitaring to AC/DC. We're all heroes in our dreams. It's amazing when you think the electric guitar has only been around for about 60 years. It's influenced popular music more than any other instrument. Yet its basic design has changed very little. Well, now some space-age technology is creeping on stage.
It doesn't look all that different. It's your basic guitar shape, and thanks to the sleek modern lines and deep sculpted contours, it has what guitarists are happy to call sex appeal. What does make this axe different is its weight, or more accurately, its lack of it. Tipping the scales at just 3 kilograms, the Fly, as it's been appropriately christened, is the lightest solid body guitar ever made, less than half the weight of a normal electric guitar. That's because it's made of softwood. Up until now, a definite design no-no in the eyes of electric guitar aficionados. But as a matter of fact, the Fly's creators broke just about every guitar-making rule on their way to producing an instrument which combines the raucous power of an amplified guitar with the rich, resonant tone of an acoustic guitar. And the ability to change in an instant.
My feeling is that the electric guitar hasn't been redesigned since the early 50s. And although the guitars that were designed back then have served musicians remarkably well, considering how the face of music has changed over those years, and it sure has changed, it's time to apply new technology and new ideas.
Let's design a guitar that brings to the table all the attributes that we know we want in a guitar, but let's not be bounded by any of the manufacturing constraints that the rest of the world have put on guitars.
The revolution started here on Larry's computer. He had a fundamental problem to solve. In the past, hardwood equaled strength, a quality needed in electric guitars. The sound that wood produced was entirely secondary. On the other hand, the choice of wood is crucial when building an acoustic, and softwoods produce the best tone. So, how to combine the two? This digital drawing is in fact a map, a complex set of instructions outlining a toolpath for a computerized milling machine. Painstakingly programmed, each dot represents a point on the piece of wood which will be touched by the probe. The chisel covers thousands of points on its detailed journey. Gradually, the Fly's contours emerge from the slab of basswood. But the fragile shape still needs strengthening, and on that rock, many other would-be guitar revolutionaries have faltered. They've tried metal, plastic, even aluminium. But this guitar's notes will soar thanks to aerospace technology.
Dan's about to cover the thin wooden body in a composite material, in this case glass and carbon fibre. And that will form an exoskeleton, providing strength, but at the same time it'll still be supple, so that acoustic quality won't be lost. There you go. Thanks.
Once the materials are in place, the guitar is wrapped in a vacuum-sealed bag and baked. The glass and carbon fibre fuse, forming an extremely thin, tough shell. The other feature of the Fly is its electronics. The guitar has both magnetic and electronic pickups which sense each string at the bridge. The signal can then be filtered and enhanced through the guitar's sophisticated circuitry to produce a clean, rich tone.
It combats a problem that's familiar to all guitarists working sort of in the electric realm, is that how do you amplify an acoustic guitar and not get it to feed back. And what's really cool about it is that you can switch. There's a switch, you can switch from the electric sound to the acoustic sound, which is pretty good actually.
Most days, the workshop reverberates to the sound of Larry and Ken's creation. Well, you have to test the product after all.
It is the third guitar. There was basically the Les Paul, which was one of the first electric guitars, and then the Fender Stratocaster. And Parker is truly the third guitar, really the next major achievement that's appeared in guitar technology and guitar manufacturing.
It is astonishingly different, according to some. It's light and it's stiff. It feels different in the hand, and yet with all the differences, it feels very familiar.
The same experts who once decried Ken's work now hail the Fly as the revolution in the evolution of the guitar. Destined to bring joy to guitar lovers, the dreamers, and me.
My baby done left me, yeah. She walked out just yesterday. Just gonna pick up my guitar and play. Thank you and good night.